The story began in 2001 when Kevin Mannis, an antique restorer, attended an estate sale in Portland, Oregon. He purchased a small, unassuming wooden wine cabinet that had belonged to a 103-year-old Holocaust survivor. The granddaughter of the woman warned him with an icy stare, "The box is never to be opened. There is a Dybbuk, a restless, malicious spirit trapped inside." Mannis, a skeptic, ignored the warning. As soon as he brought the box into his shop, the atmosphere shifted. His employee, left alone with the cabinet, suddenly began screaming. Mannis returned to find the shop trashed, the light bulbs shattered, and the air smelling of ozone and rotting flowers. The employee was hysterical, claiming unseen hands had been choking her in the dark. Determined to see what was inside, Mannis pried the box open, found a strange collection of items: two 1920s pennies, a lock of blonde hair bound with string, a lock of black hair, a small golden crucifix, and a dried rosebud. Hidden in the wood was a cryptic Hebrew carving. The moment the seal was broken, the heavy feeling in the room became an agonizing pressure. That night, Mannis began having a recurring nightmare. He dreamed of a wizened, hag-like figure with sunken eyes who would beat him into a corner of a dark room. When he woke, his body was covered in inexplicable, finger-shaped bruises. He wasn't the only one. Everyone who stayed in his house reported the same hag, the same smell of ammonia, and the same terrifying shadows. Mannis gave the box to his mother as a birthday gift. Within 5 minutes of touching it, she suffered a massive stroke that left her unable to speak. In the hospital, she painstakingly spelled out the words "hate gift" on a letterboard. Mannis realized the box wasn't just an antique. It was a vessel for something ancient and predatory that fed on the life force of its owners. Desperate to be rid of it, he sold the box on eBay to a college student named Iosif Nitsky. Nitsky soon began losing his hair in clumps. His house became infested with black mold that grew in the shape of human silhouettes. He reported that the box would scream in the middle of the night, a high-pitched, metallic screech that sounded like a woman in pain coming from the wood itself. Nitsky sold the box to Jason Haxton, a museum curator. Haxton was a man of science, but the box broke him. He began coughing up blood and developed a mysterious skin condition that looked like chemical burns. He claimed the box moved on its own, sliding across tables when no one was looking. He eventually sought out a group of rabbis to perform a ritual to seal the entity back inside. The rabbis informed Haxton that a Dybbuk is a dislocated spirit that can only find rest by inhabiting a living host. The box was a kamea, a spiritual trap designed by the original owner during the horrors of the Holocaust to contain a demon of grief. By opening it, Mannis had released a shadow that had been stewing in its own malice for over 50 years. The mystery turned spooky on a global scale when paranormal investigator Zach Bagans purchased the box for his haunted museum in Las Vegas. During a filming session with celebrity Post Malone, the musician touched the box. Shortly after, Malone was involved in a series of near-fatal accidents, including a plane's tires blowing out and a high-speed car crash. The curse was back. Bagans keeps the box behind bulletproof glass in a room filled with protective salt. Visitors have fainted, vomited, or suffered panic attacks just by standing near it. Some claim to see a tall, spindly shadow standing behind the glass, its long fingers tracing the outline of the box. The air in the room is reportedly 15 degrees colder than the rest of the museum. The Dybbuk box mystery is a story of the contagious evil. It is the terrifying reality that an object can carry a frequency of horror that infects everyone it touches. Skeptics argue it is a case of mass hysteria or a clever urban legend started by Mannis to sell an old wine cabinet. But for those who have lived with the hag, the bruises on their skin are proof enough. In 2021, Kevin Mannis admitted that he had embellished parts of the story for the eBay listing. But he maintained that the box itself was genuinely cursed. He claimed the items inside were real, and that the hag was a projection of the trauma etched into the wood. This confession only added to the mystery. Can a lie become real if enough people believe in the darkness? Whether the Dybbuk is a literal demon or a psychological manifestation, the effects remain physical. The box represents the unseen hunter, a mystery of pennies and hair that defies the logic of the modern world. It reminds us that some things are meant to stay closed, and that the breath of the past can be cold enough to freeze the heart of the present. Today, the box sits in total darkness after the museum closes. Security cameras have captured orbs of light dancing around the cabinet and the sound of a door clicking shut when no one is there. The Dybbuk box has become a modern relic of terror, a testament to the idea that some vessels don't hold wine, they hold the jagged remains of a soul that refuses to die. As the neon lights of Las Vegas flicker, the small wooden box remains a silent vacuum of peace. It is a puzzle of Hebrew carvings and dried roses, a reminder that the world is much thinner than we think. The Dybbuk isn't just in the box. It's in the fear of everyone who looks at it. The mystery is a shadow that grows longer every time the story is told.